Hello students, welcome to LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Here myself, Mr. Jaiswal Kishan, Civil Engineering Department. And here we are learning all about structural analysis. So here we are in session number 3 for slope deflection method. And today's session we will be covering some examples. So let's start. So there are some categories on examples. So there are two types, beams and frames. And in that also there are two types. If we are considering beam, so there are two types of examples on beams. Beams without sinking means no deflection, and beam with sinking means there will be deflection given for the sum. And for frame, similar way, frame without sway and frame with sway. So these are the four categories of slope deflection methods examples. So let's start our first example. Now here given, analyze the beam by slope deflection method and draw SFD-BMD. Means we have to use slope deflection method for the given example, and we have to also draw shear force diagram as well as bending moment diagram. So this is the category first in which we will be solving beam which is without sinking, and we will be doing entire sum with the help of slope deflection method. So in previous session we have learned about slope deflection concept which we will be using over here, and in session number 1 we have learned some formulas regarding FEM, fixed end moments, equilibrium equations, and central span moment also known as simply supported moment, which we all using over in these examples. Now our first step is to start after recognizing the number of unknown. So we have to first find out on unknown. So how can we find out? So as equilibrium equation says that this theory is based on Ki. So first of all we have to find out Ki. So let's see. Now here a beam is given of two span. First span is A to B and second span is B to C. A to B span is having a central span load, point load, concentrated at exactly at the center of 4 meter, means 2 meter apart. Now here for BC span, UDL, uniformly distributed load is given of 20 kilonewton per meter over the entire span of 6 meter length. Now one thing you have to note that here it is I given and here it is 2I. Means inertia for AB span is 1 and inertia for BC span is 2. So first of all we will find out Ki. The formula for Ki is 3J minus R. What is J? As we know it is joints and R are reactions. So J, A, B and C. There are three numbers of joints, so 3 multiplied by 3 minus reactions are here 3, here also 3, so 3 plus 3 is 6, and simply support resist only 2, which is vertical reaction as well as horizontal reaction. So summation of all is 8, 9 minus 8 is 1, and 1 is nothing but we know fixed support resist everything, vertical, horizontal as well as moment. But simple support resist only 2, which is horizontal reaction and vertical reaction, not resisting moment. So that's why unknown, which is also known as theta B. Now here is only single unknown, which is moment, and there is no horizontal deflection, so it will be equals to Ki and D only. So let's start our sum based on this. So here is the solution. Now our first step is to find fixed end moments, means FEM. Now here you can see a reference formula I have provided for solving the step number 1. Now see, for AB span there will be two moments. One is MFAB, which will be at point A. At point B it will be MFBA, as we explained in session number 1 that MFAB will be at support A and MFBA will be at support B. Similarly MFBC for this span and MFCB for this span. This is reference formula has been taken. So there are our four fixed end moments: MFAB, MFBA, MFBC and MFCB as written over here. Now here there are two kind of loads are given. One is point load and another is UDL. So first is our point load. So for point load our fixed end formula is WL by 8. Now mark that minus will be coming at A point because there will be anti-clockwise moment, and at B point it will be clockwise moment, so positive WL by 8. Now let's see. Here MFAB is nothing but minus WL by 8. W is my concentrated load value 40 multiplied by 4 divide by 8 as given in formula. After solving this, I will be getting my value minus 20 kilonewton into meter. Similarly, this will be plus 20 kilonewton into meter. Now, our for second span, BC span, it is UDL. So, the formula for UDL is nothing but WL square by 12. For at B point, as here it is our B, here it is our C, MFBC will be minus WL square by 12 and MFCB equals to plus WL square by 12. So 20 is my UDL value, L square. Now 6 square is nothing but 36 divided by 12, we will be getting minus 60 kilonewton into meter. And for MFCB, it will be plus 60 kilonewton into meter. So this is our first step of fixed end moment, which we have used just a simple formula of FEM and find out all the four values, which we'll be using in next step, which is step number 2. So our step number 2, these are the reference equations which I have taken from session number 2. In previous session, we have learned about slope deflection equation or fundamental equation or slope deflection concept. So from that, I have taken out this equation. There we have learned that MAB is nothing but MFAB plus 2EI upon L in bracket 2 theta A plus 1 theta B minus 3 delta by L. Similarly for BA, it will be MFBA 1 theta A and 2 theta B. So this was the equation we have to remember for using in step number 2. So let's start our step number 2 with the help of these two equations. So our next step is slope deflection equation. Now here we have to just use our equation of slope deflection method. So equation is MAB equals to MFAB plus 2EI upon L in bracket 2 theta A plus 1 theta B minus 3 delta by L. Now MFAB we will be taking from step number 1, which is over here. As you can see, we have found out in step number 1, which is minus 20. So placing MFAB as minus 20 plus 2 into EI upon L. L for AB span is total summation 4. So 2 upon 4 multiplied by EI. So here you can see there is one I value. So 1 multiplied by EI. How many number of i's are given means moment of inertia is given 1, so place 1. If given 2, then place 2 and so on. So here for AB span it is only 1, so keeping 1 EI. Now in bracket what to keep, let's understand. Now equation is 2 theta A. Now you know A support is fixed support, so there is no unknown. B support is simple support, so there is unknown is my theta B. So theta A at the place of theta A, as my unknown is theta B only and not theta A. So at the place of theta A we have to keep 0. At theta B as theta B, that we will be finding out after solving all the equation. So keep it as unknown. Now delta. So as there is no sinking mentioned in the example, so we have to keep delta equals to 0. So this delta value we will be using whenever the sinking is given. So here 0, here also 0, so minus 20 as it is, plus 2 upon 4 is nothing but 0.5 multiplied by 1 EI multiplied by 1 theta B, will be getting 0.5 EI theta B. So this is my first basic equation for MAB. The same way we will be finding out MBA. So MBA is nothing but MFBA. So MFBA is over here plus 20. Please mark this point. Many students are making mistake that here also they are keeping minus 20, but it is not true. We have to keep MFBA value which is plus 20. So please make sure you are keeping correct values. Plus 2EI upon L. L for AB span is similar 4 in bracket 1 theta A plus 2 theta B minus 3 delta by L. So as I have explained, theta A will be 0, delta will be 0, only 2 theta B will be my unknown. After placing all this, I will be getting 1. As we know 2 by 4 is 0.5, 0.5 multiplied by 2 will be 1. So our second equation is MB equals to plus 20 plus 1 EI theta B. So this is our equation number 1 and 2. So we have found out for only AB span this slope deflection equation. The same way or manner we have to find out for BC span slope deflection equations. So for that, let's see. Now I would like to mention that for BC span there is a 2i. So at the place of EI we will be putting multiply by 2EI. So ultimately what will be coming? Let's see. Now here MBC. Now for each and every span we have to form equation. Every time it won't become AB and BA. We have to form different equation for different span. So my span is BC. So MFBC plus 2EI upon L in bracket. If first is coming B, then 2 theta B. Second is C, then 1 theta C minus 3 delta by L. Now theta C, as you know, let's see our this is C support is fixed support, so it will be 0. So theta C will be 0, delta will be 0, so this entire term will be 0. Now MFBC, let's see what was the value which we have found out. It is minus 60, so placing minus 60 over here. L was 6, so using 6 over here. Now mark this. At the place of EI, I have kept 2 because for BC span it is 2I. And for here we have used 1 because AB span having single line, 1 here. So after placing all these value, let's see. Minus 60 will be remain as it is. 2 by 6 multiply by 2. 2 2s are 4 divide by 6 multiply by 2 will be getting 1.33 EI theta B. In the similar manner, we have to find out MCB, MFCB, so which is plus 60. Entire will be same, and at the place of 2 theta B, we have to keep 1 theta B because equation will be changed. And then we will be finding out this equation number 4. So this was the basic step number 2 of slope deflection method. So we have found out for both the span 4 equation MAB, MBA, MBC and MCB. Now let's continue for the next step. Now our next step is equilibrium equation. Now remember, in our first session I have told equilibrium equation says that algebraic sum of moment must be equal to 0, where which the place where we are having a number of unknown. So here we are having unknown at support B. So at support B there are two moments which is MBC and MBA. There are two moments at support B. So MBA plus MBC should be equal to 0. So remember, it is a simple support. Simple support does not resist moment. So their moment will be summation will be 0. So let's find out from the equation. So MBA. So this equation has been came from equation number 2. Let's see. So here MBA is nothing but 20 plus 1 EI theta B. So using that value 20 plus 1 EI theta B plus equation number 3 minus 60 plus 1.33 EI theta B minus 60 plus 1.33 EI theta B equals to 0. Now here you can see we are having single unknown which is theta B. So after solving this we will be getting 2.33 EI theta B equals to 40. Let's see how. 20 minus 60 will be equals to minus 40, and taking on the opposite sides of equals to which will be plus 40. Now here it is 1 EI theta B, here it is 1.33, so ultimately it is 2.33 EI theta B. Now for finding value of theta B, divide this value over here, I will be getting my 17.1 as theta B in the format of EI. Now this is my final value of unknown. So I have found out my unknown. So after getting my theta B value, I will be placing it in each and every step. Means equation number 1, 2, 3 and 4 which we have found out in step number 2 of slope deflection. So I will be getting my all final moments. Let's see how. So our next is final moments. Final moments for MAB, MBA, MBC and MCB. So how to find out this all four value? So these are my equation 1, 2, 3, 4. I have kept as for reference to find out the value. Let's see. So equation number 1 was minus 20 plus 0.5 EI theta B. So just I have to keep value of theta B which is 17.1 upon EI. Let's see, I have made a reference over here. So minus 20 plus 0.5 EI, and at the place of theta B put entire value 17.1 upon EI. So now this EI and EI will cancel out. 0.5 multiplied by 17.1 will be giving 8.5, and this is minus 20. So algebraic sum of this will be getting my final moment minus 11.43 kilonewton into meter. So after just placing value of theta b in equation 1, I will be getting my final value of final moment. Similarly, we will be finding MEA. So for MEA, 20 plus 1A theta b. So at the place of theta b, we will be placing this. So 20 plus 17.1 will be 37.14. Similarly, in equation 3, we will be getting MBC. In equation 4, we will be getting MCV. So these are my four basic moments, final moments of end supports of slope deflection. Now, next step is shear force calculation. So in the question it is asked that find bending moment diagram. So we have found out bending moment value and shear force diagram. So for shear force we have to find out some values. Let's see. A support, B support, C support, given loadings, and this yellow moments are nothing but my this all four moment. This is anti-clockwise because minus, this is clockwise because plus 37, minus 37.14 and plus 71.49. So these four moments also will be using to find out these reactions. Now let's understand. At A support there will be RA, at B support there will be RB. But RB will be combination of RB1 and RB2. What is RB1? RB1 is a formation of 40 kilonewton reaction and RB2 is a formation of 20 kilonewton per meter UDL's reaction. So that we will be finding out. Let's see how. And this is RC at support C. So first of all we are taking only AB span. So taking summation of moment at A equals to 0. So RB1 multiplied by 4 equals to 37.14, which is this clockwise moment, minus 11.43, which is anti-clockwise moment, plus 40 into 2, this 40 multiplied by 2. After solving this, I will be getting my RB1. And we know that total upward load equals to total downward load. So RA equals to 40 minus this RB1. So I will be getting my RA. Similar way for BC span, we will be finding RC and RB2. So RC multiplied by 6 equals to minus 37.40 plus 71.4 plus 20 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 6 by 2, which is 3. So getting RC is 65.71, RB2 will be 120, 20 multiplied by 6 is 120 minus 65.71, which is RC, will be getting my RB2. So RB will be summation of RB1 and RB2, this is RB2 and here it is RB1. So I will be getting my final value of reaction RB. Now our last step is to draw bending moment diagram and shear force diagram. Let's see. Now here, how to draw bending moment diagram. So in the green color, you can see these are my end moments which we have found out in final moments. And this cyan color or can we say blue color are the values of simply supported moments, means maximum moments occurring below the load, which we have learned in session number 1. So let's see how to draw a bending moment diagram. So first of all we will be finding out span moment. So for point load value is formula is WL by 4, 40 multiplied by 4 divided by 4 is nothing but 40, and for BC span it is UDL, so WL square by 8, 20 multiplied by 6 square 36 divided by 8 will be getting 90. I have mentioned a reference over here how to solve. And for point load it will be triangular just to connect points, and for UDL it will be curve. This is a basic which we have learned in previous structural analysis methods. Now this green color end moments how to draw, let's see. Now as you know our MAB value is minus 11.43. So the rules are how to draw the diagram, let's understand. So this is AB span. So at the left it should be negative, so up. So taking minus WL 11 minus 11.4. And for the right side, it is value is MBA is 37.14, which is positive. So if it is negative on left side, so up, and for right side it should be positive, so 37.14, so we have placed upward. Similarly for BC span, so to starting over here, you can see it is minus. So as I have said, left side minus will be up, and there will be single value for MBA and MBC. And for right hand side, it should be positive, so positive value. So upward 71.4, and finally connect all the points. Now, I would like to mention that as we are saying that simple support does not resist moment, so you can check this summation of MBA plus MBC is coming 0, plus 37.14 and minus 37.14, ultimately it is 0. So our calculation is correct. Now moving ahead for shear force diagram. So first, how to draw shear force diagram, let's see. Now here at A there will be RA, which was coming 13.57, so plus 13.57, and for 2 meter there is no loading, so straight. And then it is 40 coming downward, so plus 30.57 minus 40 will be giving minus 26.43 at over negative side. And then again for 2 meter load there is no loading, so straight. Now at this point I am having RB. So RB value is 80.71. So 26.43, which is negative, plus 80.71, which will be getting 54.28. Now after that there is a UDL continuous. So 54.28 minus 20 multiplied by 6 to convert into load, the UDL will be length into UDL. So after minusing this, we will be getting minus 65.7. And at C, I am having RC 65.7, which will be my closing value. So this was the basics which we have learned in previous session of structural analysis, how to draw diagram, but here I have expanded to recall how to draw a diagram. So here our entire sum process is over. So let's have a quick revision what we did till now. So first of all, in first step we have found out fixed end moment. In second step we have found out slope deflection equation, applied equilibrium equation, then finding out final moment. So this final moment has been found out after keeping this equation value in this. So I will be getting my final moments, and at last drawn shear force and bending moment diagram. Step number 1 was FEM. Step number 2 was slope deflection equation. So why I am showing this? So because in exam how you have to perform, you don't have to give all reference formula or reference as figure as which I have shown. You have to give in this format which I am showing how to solve. So first you have to find out FEM, then apply slope deflection equation, then equilibrium condition, then final moments, then shear force calculation if asked, and then diagram.